Oh god, it's done so early. Hey, I'm NichBoy, and welcome to the first pocket stream for 2016. I'm NichBoy. With me, as always, is not Pierreth, because he's gone to get me lollies, and not John, because I think he went home, maybe? But with me, for the first time this year, and also for the rest of the year, it's Sam! Handsome Sam!
Hello, how you going?
Sam is Pocket's new production coordinator and all-around just good human being. For the year.
Yes.
This is your new job.
Yeah, pretty much. Just watching you stream.
That's why he got a beard. He needed a beard. Not allowed to not have a beard. So everyone make Sam feel very welcome. He'll be the one banning you all in the chat. He'll be the one deleting all your comments on YouTube when you say horrible things.
Yep.
He'll also be the one just generally moderating community stuff and doing lots of that sort of stuff.
Pretty much. That will be my job for the year.
Woohoo! Alrighty.
Enjoy.
Pete will be back at some point with Candy, which is very exciting. Today, as you can tell, I will be continuing my playthrough of Contradiction, which I have not touched since I played it last week as the first game back in those long playthroughs that we don't really do anymore, except for now. So I've not played anymore since then. How are you all doing? What's up with you guys? It's been ages since I've spoken to you, except for the fact that I speak to you once a day, and then I read literally everything you say about me in the comments and on Twitter and everything, because we're scouring for material. We use you. We seep from you. Not really like this, because it looks like I'm squeezing two boobies that have been very closely put together, quite high, and facing downwards. Let's call them testicles. I squeeze the Pocketeer community testicles to get content. I don't know where the content comes from. Well, I do, in that analogy. Moving on. But I guess I'm saying it's nice to be back with you all, and thank you very much for being with me yourselves. Milking Pete, you use us, just got back from a holiday an hour ago, says Dratini Glaceon 21. Congratulations, Dratini. Clad Bikini, Mucky Waffles, Lara Nara, Liam the Llama, Def Mints, hey everybody. Welcome, I saw Sithcat earlier, of course. Mr. Edit, this stream isn't 18 plus. Sex is not... Just referencing the fact that we have testicles does not make something 18 plus. That is, I would say it's PG, except I did say squeezing the testicles, so that would be M. We are M rated, and it says there, right on the page. Also, I should just let you know, I did say your name, I did not say it very well. We are currently not running Photoshop competitions for t-shirt money, or t-shirts, because we are pretty much out of t-shirts until we print up a new set. So you just have to be here for the love of watching FMV. But we will be getting new shirts, and then we will do more, competitions. All right, terrific. I said it perfectly. Excellent. Let's get into this. Where was I up to? I noticed that Simon. If you haven't watched, I'm in a small town. There's been a murder. I'm interviewing people. Simon lied to me about the fact that he didn't hang out with the girl who's been murdered outside of the weird little life coach university thing that they work at. That's about it. I've met Rebecca, who owns a pub. I spoke to her about owning a pub and homebrew beer in a bathtub. That was about it. Let's do it. All right, we're right here. That was pretty much just an overlay. Okay, what are my options here? What options? Go ahead to the pub, go left down West Street, go right up North Lane, investigate behind the pub. Let's see what the gang thinks I should do. Better investigate the woods again. You should also call the chief for an update. Constantly calling that chief. There are also things you haven't asked Simon, Emma, and Rebecca about yet. Oh, good lord. Well, let's go talk to Beck, because we're already here. My break, one little orange, was excellent. It was very, very enjoyable. I spent most of the time, you want to talk about R18+. Whoo! I spent most of the time reading. Spent most of the time reading. Went away, rented a farm down south in an undisclosed location. Drunk a lot of red and white wines. Thoroughly enjoyed myself. Press the bell. Rebecca, get in.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
You better believe it. Jenks hasn't asked Rebecca about this yet. Select to ask what she knows. What do you know about Atlas?
What do you know about this?
Answer me.
It's an advertisement. They had it designed by an agency, I think.
Gosh,
And when was that?
Last year sometime.
I was not listening. Ryan had the poster designed by an agency. Poster was designed last year. You guys have to help me here because there's no way I'm going to remember all this stuff. Where is the suit? The suits were a 1 week thing. The suits were a welcome back. I'm wearing a suit. So it was a celebration of the beginning of the year, and then of course back to just wearing my relaxed clothes, which today almost is exactly the same, just without a jacket on. This detective bloke is so dapper, Travesty James. Don't think I haven't noticed that you haven't been around for a while, Travesty. I remember these things. Okay. Kate finds death. Didn't know Kate very well. Kate was in the pub. Didn't see who Kate was with. Kate gave Rebecca £20 for breakage. Kate was very drunk. It's not worth talking about the key. Bicycle, none of this. She's useless. She is a useless publican. I'm getting out of here. There's nothing here for me. Gone.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
That was it. I had to ask her about a poster about which she knew naught. Let's go to Simon and Emma again, and then we're going to go back to those woods. We're going to dig through those woods. I'm going to knock for Emma because I don't want to chat to serial killer Simon.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Why doesn't Nick have Jenks' hat? Yes, absolutely, I need Jenks' hat. Yeah, it's so funny, the reaction to the suits. Half the people loved it, and half the people, like... I understand loving the suit because you're like, oh, a suit. You look very handsome in a suit. But then other people are like, get that suit out of here, I hate it. I hate it so much and you're disgusting. Which is very strange. Jenks hasn't asked Emma about this yet. Tell me about this broken window.
Know anything about a broken window at the pub round the back?
The pub,
The Jenks
a
actor
broken window at the
is
back.
just so
I
heavy.
saw it was broken.
When was that?
I was in the pub on Monday.
Liar.
With a college friend.
She's lying. She visited the pub on Monday with a friend. That's definitely a lie. She feels dodgy. Thursday, didn't see Kate very often.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
Did you break the window? Did you break it with Emma's face? Broken pendant. Bucks. Kate finds death. Atlas advertising poster. Boom.
Do you know anything about a broken window at the pub?
No, I don't really go to the pub very often. I'm not exactly a pub person.
Oh, really? Except for the fact that you make beer. No, that's not a contradiction at all. I thought I had him. We're going back to the woods.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
Oh, I haven't asked Emma about the stupid poster. Good lord.
Couple more questions, if that's okay.
Atlas advertising poster.
What do you know about Atlas?
I know that it's a business course. I went with Simon when he first went, but it wasn't really my thing.
How often did you go?
Just the once.
And you decided it wasn't for you?
Yeah, I'd been to something similar, so decided it wasn't for me.
Worth it! Had been to a similar course before. Interesting. Okay.
That's it for
Let's
now.
go investigate the
Thank you.
Is this a 2-hour stream? Yeah, we're finishing up around 5. Yeah. What? 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 There we go. Okay. Woods. Did everyone else have a good Christmas? Was everyone, did you all have a good break? Good Christmas, good New Year's? Did anyone do anything exciting? Did anyone get anything awesome? I don't want to know about the ties that you got. I don't want to know about the underwear that your aunt gave you and then made you put on in front of her. What the hell is this?
Who is it? I'm a police officer, Detective Inspector Jenks. It's all right. You can carry on if you
Kind
want
of
to.
guy
Just go.
smoking some hooch in the
Investigating
woods.
a death in the village,
Probably
Cape
fapping it
Vine.
as well.
There was a
These
death
British
recently.
people.
I knew her.
Well, could I ask you a few questions, please?
Bit dark.
Well, if you give me your name and address, I'll come later on. Where do you live?
Farmhouse.
And what's your name?
Come back with the bong. How bizarre. What was that guy's name? There's a farm marked on the map down West Street. Wonder what they grow there. Yeah. It's marijuana. I'm going to that farm. I'm not going to waste a phone call on the chief. West Street. Where's West Street? There. Abbey Farm. Can't go up there. Maybe it's here.
According to the map, Abbey Farm is across the road
Yes. I'm gonna call the chief after this. Ask if he wants to smoke it up. Ring the doorbell.
Could I ask you a few more questions, please?
Oh, you got there quickly,
Haven't got
didn't
much
you?
time.
For a stoner.
Just close the doors, shall
Oh, it's such a dodgy
Where do you
place.
want to
Look at
sit?
this. Look at this.
Oh, anywhere's
This is
fine.
like John's
I
house.
didn't quite catch your name.
James, sit there.
Thank you, James.
Why are you asking me about Cape Vine?
Routine. You know Simon, don't you? Thompson.
Why? What did he say?
Oh, this guy.
You all went to college together, you and Kate. Is that right?
Might have done.
Right. Good enough.
Oh, so many questions to ask. Did you kill her and then smoke her?
When was the last time you saw Kate Vine?
Close enough.
Can't remember.
How did you know her?
Through Simon. His girlfriend was mates with her. Saw her around college a few times.
Did you socialize with her much?
Nah. She wasn't my type.
Look at that guy's pupils. He's actually high. Can't remember the last time you saw Kate. Saw Kate through Simon's girlfriend, Emma. Knew Kate through Simon's girlfriend, Emma. Didn't socialize with her. You recognize that?
Did you know whether Kate had lost this or not?
No idea.
It's so strange because I think I said this in the playthrough before. Everyone else is acting, like trying to act normally. Like they're trying to act well. And then there's Jenks, who every single line is just the hammiest, most over-the-top camp line reading he could possibly come up with. No one cares about the key.
What do you know about Simon's bike?
What bike?
You haven't seen him on a bike.
I haven't seen him.
When was the last time you saw him?
About a month ago.
I roll on the floor. Didn't know about Simon's bike. Last saw Simon about a month ago. Wait, is this the guy who Simon sold beer to? I think it is. James would know about the bottles, didn't he? Isn't James the guy that Simon's selling the booze to? Simon's homebrew. Yeah, this.
Have you ever tried Simon's homebrew?
Thompson's tar? Yeah, I've tried it.
Did he sell it?
Well, not to me, not for money anyway. We used to trade stuff.
What did you trade?
I make a nice herbal tea as it happens. Him and his girlfriend were into it.
What was his beer like?
Lethal.
Strong?
Knock your eyes out.
This guy's creeping the shit out of me. Why would you say what was his beer like? Why would that be a question an investigator asks? Simon's homebrew traded his herbal tea for Simon's homebrew. Says Simon's homebrew is very strong.
Ever seen one of these before? Freedom necklace.
I don't think so.
Doesn't recognize anything. This guy's so useless. Did you break a window?
Know anything about a broken window at the pub?
Don't go to the pub.
You've never been to the pub.
Didn't say that. I've been to the pub, but not for about 2 months, 3 months.
Do you drink a lot when you get high? I don't think so. I think you eat a lot. Cardboard mask. Here.
Ever seen
I'm going to put this on to creep
this
you out.
before?
No, should I have?
No, it's okay.
Terrible. And finally, the Atlas poster.
Ever seen one of these?
Where's he keeping all this stuff?
Seen them around college.
What do you know about it?
Not much. It's a business course. Ask Simon, he's on it.
You wouldn't be interested in that sort of thing. And you haven't discussed it with Simon?
Not really. Business doesn't interest me.
Hasn't discussed the course with Simon. Knows Simon is on the Atlas course. Has seen the poster at college. You can jump in at any time if you feel like I missed something. Doesn't recognize the mask. Doesn't know anything about the broken window. Hasn't been to the pub for over 2 months. Doesn't recognize the card or necklace. So far, this guy doesn't know much. Traded his herbal tea for Simon's homebrew. Says Simon's homebrew is very strong. Didn't know about Simon's bike. That's the only thing I can think of that... Didn't know anything about Simon's bike. Is this a contradiction? The homebrew thing? Because doesn't he bike it over and try to sell it to him? No, it's not a contradiction. It's just two independent facts. I mean nothing. Knew Kate through Simon's girlfriend, didn't socialise with her. Okay.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
I don't know who's higher right now, Jinx or the one being interviewed. What's up these steps? Oh, I'm gonna find your little pot factory. Oh, oh. Dodge. Dodge, mate.
Picture frames with black painted glass. Very interesting.
You're doing coke. Cocaine, Sam.
Cocaine.
Cocaine.
No way.
Yeah, he's snorting the pow. I'm so uncool when it comes to drugs because drugs aren't cool, kids. I should ask him about that black painted mirror that I only know about because I broke into his greenhouse
more questions,
without
please.
his
Thank you.
permission. I wonder if he'll want to talk to me about it. Apparently, he will.
Now, what's all this stuff in the workshop? Paint and stencils and things like that?
Just a little sideline of mine.
Oh, you do picture framing.
They're black mirrors. Scrying mirrors.
Now, what's a scrying mirror?
Scrying?
Show you one if you want.
What the? Jinx, run.
Scrying goes back centuries. The ancient Persians did it. This country pagans still practice it. The fortune tellers pretend to do it. That's what the crystal ball's all about.
Pete, ladies
It's
and
all
gentlemen.
scrying. Mirror's just one way of doing it.
But what is scrying?
Depends who you are. People do it for different reasons.
What sort of reasons?
Exploring your mind, clearing your mind, communicating with the dead.
Is that what you use them for, James?
What?
Communicating with the dead.
And they make them for other people these days.
And there's a market for these,
So
isn't
who
there?
have you sold it to?
Lots of people want to talk to the dead, even if they don't believe in it.
Do you make a profit on them?
I don't do it for the money.
How very charitable of you. Can I keep this?
Keep it.
Thank you.
Black mirrors and hookah pipes. I wonder what else James is into.
Oh, he's into some weird sex, that's for sure. Put the mask on him. Put the mask on him. Alright. So...
Thank
creepy.
you. Probably be back later.
Who did you just promote, Sam?
Sorry.
Did you just promote someone?
No.
No? Must be talking about a different Sam. converse with the chat more. Sam is new and doing a better job. I'm trying to converse with the chat, but sometimes I need to focus on the game, Knight of Taurus.
No, I said I'm on Pocket this year.
Yeah.
So technically that's promotion.
Oh, yeah, that's total promotion. Calling this Chief. BDSM stuff, most probably. Oh, these lollies are so good.
Chief Jenks again. I've been speaking to Rebecca Rand. She saw Kate in the pub last Friday, around 7, I think. So she came in drunk, gave us some money for a breakage or something, then left.
What, she just came in and then went straight out again? What did she break?
I don't know, Rebecca didn't know either, or so she said.
Doesn't sound right, does it? I mean, that money must have been for something. Quiz Rebecca, make a few suggestions, see if she bites. Simple as. Go on.
Okay, thanks, Chief.
Why isn't the Chief just here? Why isn't the Chief just doing this? He seems to have all the answers. Fine, we're going back to Quiz Rebecca. I love how it's shot. I think they've done really well with all these transitions. And it's so smooth. Everything is super, super, super smooth. Press the bell.
Ask
it's
you
a
a couple more
restaurant.
things, please.
I didn't realize that. Talk to me about the mirror. Talk to me about the mirror.
Have you seen one of these before?
Is it meant to be black like that?
I think so.
No.
Okay, kind of useless then. What kind of questions am I trying to quiz you for then? Doesn't know who broke the window. Didn't know Simon made homebrew. Doesn't know anything about bikes or bottles. Pendants. Kate Vine's death. Kate was drunk.
That's all for the moment, thank you.
Of course there is. Go left to the restaurant. What's in here? Nothing of note at the moment. Back to Simon and Emma. The guy's an inefficient detective. Just joining. Can you bring us up to speed? This guy on screen right now? Well, not right now, because I'm looking at the video, the delay. The character I'm playing is trying to solve a murder. He's interviewing a bunch of people, including some weird stoner guy, and these two murderers I'm about to talk to. That's really
Just
it.
a few more questions, if you don't
We
mind.
barely know anything. Talk to me about the mirror.
Have you seen one of these before?
Is that from James?
Yes, it is.
Now, what do you know about James?
That he's creepy.
Yes, he is.
He was selling them last Friday at the market. There's a market every week type thing. And I usually go there for lunch.
So you wouldn't buy one of these?
No, I wouldn't. But Kate would.
Oh.
Was she into this sort of thing?
Oh.
No, I don't think so. She bought one.
She's probably just really drunk, like she is.
I went round
She's
to her
always
flat
drunk.
to try it out.
She thinks it's a real mirror.
You're meant to see ghosts or spirits or something. It doesn't work.
How do you use it?
You're just meant to stare into it. Shall I show you?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Okay, so you just stare
Yes,
like
it will
this.
have a gander.
And then you see
See what?
sorry, look, you're meant to see a ghost or something. Look, it doesn't work. Didn't work, so.
How can I just say? I just want to say you're lying. I don't want to go through the contradiction thing. I want to go, you obviously just saw something. It says the mirror doesn't work. But she knew Kate had bought a mirror. Interesting. James is creepy.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
Let's go. Let's see what Simon has to say about that.
Ever seen one of these?
Yeah, that's one of James's. He's into like new age stuff, mysticism, magic spells, that sort of thing. He's nuts, though. I mean, he thinks the government are tracking him or something.
Why would he think that?
Well, I don't know. You'd have to ask him.
I feel like Emma is way more important here than
Thank you.
Then
Probably
Simon.
be back later.
What have we got? What do we know about Emma? College and Thursday, Kate appeared her usual self. Kate was argumentative, had a drinking problem, didn't see Kate very often. Doesn't think Kate had lost her driver's license. Bike belongs to Simon's cousin. Simon uses the bike to get to work, keeps telling Simon to fix the bike. Kate got lots of jewelry. What did she say about... James is creepy. James was selling them last Friday. Knew Kate had bought a mirror, demonstrated how to use the mirror, says the mirror doesn't work. Knew Kate had bought a mirror. Maybe didn't see Kate very often, but knew Kate had bought a mirror? No. The window. The window! Why are we talking about the window? Broken pub window. Knows about the broken pub window. Visited the pub on Monday night with a friend.
Know anything about a broken window at the pub round the back?
The pub, a broken window at the back. Yeah, I saw it was broken.
When was that?
I was in the pub on Monday with a college friend.
Knows about the broken pub window. Visited the pub on Monday with a friend. Friday. I don't think there's anything there. Am I missing anything? People keep saying the window. Friday. Last saw Kate on Thursday, maybe. Saw Kate on Thursday. Selling them last Friday. But saw Kate on Thursday? No, that's not going to be it. Drinking problem. Yeah, of course you're allowed to give tips. She was there when Kate broke the window. Can't wait to actually see a contradiction. It was the window. Rebecca doesn't know who broke the window, but Kate gave $20 for the breakage. Yeah, she left 20 bucks. So Rebecca was like, I don't know who did it, right? But then she just found 20 bucks on the counter. The window wanted revenge for being broken, so it killed Kate.
That's it for the time being. Thank you.
Let's get a tip here. I'm glad they have these tips things. There must be a contradiction somewhere. Right, not much of a tip. Let's think. What do we know?
Ask about a few more things, please.
No, this wasn't in the episode. This is just like repeated stuff. I think we need to go back to Rebecca,
Probably
right?
be back later.
The chief was like interrogate her about more things. Oh, whoops, wrong one. Resume game. Bump. Rebecca. All right, Bex.
Couple more questions, if that's okay.
Broken window? Doesn't know who broke the window. Taped over the broken window. Window broken last Friday, 6:30 p.m. Heard an argument between two girls outside. Has never seen a black mirror. Had the poster designed by an agency. Poster was designed last year. Thinks the mask is Ryan's. Hasn't seen anyone wearing one recently. Kate gave Rebecca... Wait, why can't I click on that? Oh, wait, why can't I click on that? The broken window. Why can't I click on anything? Money and windows. Yeah, that's what I'm trying. It's not letting me click. Maybe if I replay the answer.
How did the window get broken out round the back?
And then we get out of that. Contradictions will appear here and here. I can't... Oh, the game's totally bugged right now. Oh, no. Okay, I'm just going to crash the game. Then we'll start it again. But that's it. That's where we were. We got it, guys. Rebecca killed the window and then used the £20 to buy one of those shitty cocaine mirrors from James. And then they both smoked a hookah pipe out of Kate's ashes. The end. Oh, you bet and... Oh, it doesn't save anything. What a stupid... I can just power through this.
Oh no.
How lame. Alright, while I'm powering through this crap, where do we think we are so far?
I'm a police officer.
Rebecca the window
Detective
murderer
Inspector
confirmed.
Jenks.
I reckon
It's all right, you can carry on if you want to.
the...
Just going. I'm investigating
We
a
talked to her
death
about the
in Kate
£20.
Vine.
She got given
There was
£20,
death
but
recently.
doesn't know who broke the window.
Well, could I ask you a few questions, please?
What else do we know? Kate summoned Satan
Well, if
using
you
the
give me
crying
your name
mirror
and
in order
address,
to
I'll
break
come
the
later
window,
on.
then Rebecca killed Kate.
Where do you live?
Go see the freaking creepy witch dude.
And what's your name?
James says he gives mirrors away, but then she said that Kate bought a mirror from him. Does he say he gave them away, or did he say he didn't care about the money? Like he wasn't making a profit? Like he was just covering costs? I think. That was my understanding of that.
According to the map, Abbey Farm
to
is
Abbey
across
Farm.
the road there.
Go up the steps. Look at the greenhouse. Investigate. Scrying mirrors things. Yeah, he said he didn't care about the cash. He didn't say he didn't use them.
Glass. Very interesting.
Emma saw Kate on Thursday, but Emma knew Kate bought the mirror on Friday. I tried that. I tried to click those two things together and said it wasn't a contradiction. But you know, Kate could have bought those mirrors earlier. Kate could have bought mirrors like a couple of weeks ago or something. But I did check that one. Old Stony McGee.
Could I ask you a few more questions, please?
There's some supernatural shit going on here.
Time?
Contradiction and Avery Attorney are operated in parallel universes. That would be an amazing twist if at the end of this game, Kate turned out to be
Where do you want to
a
sit?
frog who
Oh,
got
anyway,
her
that's
tummy
fine.
slashed.
I didn't quite catch your name.
Can I
James.
skip
sit there.
cutscenes? No.
Thank you, James.
James.
Why are you asking me about Kate Vine?
Routine. You know Simon, don't you? Thompson.
Why? What did he say?
This guy's so
That you all
friggin'
went to
weird.
college together, you and
His
Kate.
eyes are just creeping me out.
Might have done.
Right.
You should ask about the mask if you haven't already. I have already asked about the mask. Oh my god, we gotta get the
When was the last time you saw
skip this
Kate
stuff?
Vine?
Can't remember.
No.
How did you know her?
Through Simon. His
sorry?
girlfriend was mates with her.
Yeah.
Saw her around college a few times.
Did you socialise with her much?
Making it rain snake style.
She wasn't my type.
Oh, I gave you the shitty colors as well.
Orange.
2 oranges and a yellow. Lame. We know all this.
Did you
I
know
love that, like,
whether Kate
I go,
had lost
I
bliss or
concentrated
not?
kind of the first time. I mainly split
No,
my
I
time
did.
between reading a chat window and looking at this. And while I have the opportunity to watch it all
do
again,
you know
I'm like,
about
nah,
Simon's
this could
bike?
possibly be
What
important.
bike?
This stoner
haven't
who
seen him on a
believes that he
bike.
makes mirrors that can
seen
see
him.
dead people couldn't possibly be
When
related
was
to
the
this
last
murder.
time you saw him?
About a month ago.
Jinx is a synth. I made him use, I believe I have gone to all the locations.
Have you ever tried Simon's homebrew?
Thompson's tar? Yeah, I've tried it.
Did he sell it?
Well, not to me, not for money anyway. We used to trade stuff.
What did you trade?
Can't remember when he saw her last,
Like
but
nice
sold
herbal tea
a mirror to her on Friday. Is that
Him and
true?
his girlfriend were into it.
What was his beer like?
Lethal.
Is that true?
Strong?
Knock your eyes out.
Know anything about a broken window at the pub?
Don't go to the pub.
You've never been to the pub.
Didn't say that. Been to the pub, but not about 2 months, 3 months.
Is it still streaming? Seems to be frozen there. Do you want to just refresh that?
Yeah.
Even though people are still talking, so I don't know what's going on there. Yeah, we don't know. Correct, Commander Red Junks. We don't know when he sold her the poster. The mirror. I'm assuming he sold her the mirror like
Ever
a few weeks
seen
ago. I don't think it was necessarily
before?
this Friday.
Oh, should I have?
No, it's okay. Ever seen one of these?
Seen them around college.
What do you know about it?
Yeah, cool.
Not much. It's a business course. Ask Simon. He's on it.
Come on.
You wouldn't be interested
Yes,
in
stoner.
that sort of thing.
Speak faster.
And you haven't discussed it with Simon?
Not really. Business doesn't interest me.
What a terrifying thing to say. And finally, this crap.
Now, what's
talk
all
about
this
how you
stuff in
see
the
dead people.
workshop? Paint and stencils and things like that.
Just a little sideline of mine.
Oh, you
Simon
did
Shitty
it.
homebrew poisoned Kate.
They're black mirrors. Scrying mirrors.
Now, what's a scrying mirror?
Show you one if you want.
I already know this. You can see the dead. It's a mirror painted black. You should really take down that curtain and let in some natural light. You're very pasty.
Scrying goes back centuries. The ancient Persians did it. This country pagans still practice
I love
it.
how it, in a
Fortune
classic
tellers
stoner way,
pretend
there's
to do
like...
it. That's what the crystal ball's all about. It's all
He doesn't seem
scrying.
to know much about anything, but
Mirror's
then,
just
like,
one way of
knows
doing it.
A lot about one specific thing.
what is
Ah, yes,
scrying?
ancient Persians. were
Depends who
really
you are. People do it for different
Skyring.
reasons.
What sort of reasons?
Exploring your mind, clearing your mind, communicating with the dead.
All Brits are pacey. Yeah, that's
Is that
true.
what you use them for, James?
Look at this. Look at James.
Communicating with the dead.
And they make them for other people these days.
And there's a market for these, is there?
Lots of people want to talk to the dead, even if they don't believe in it.
Do you make a profit on them?
I don't do it for the money.
How very charitable of you. Can I keep this?
Keep it.
See, that's just taking advantage of his charity. Do you make a profit? I don't do it for the money.
mirrors
Can I keep
and
this then?
hookup
Yeah,
lights.
sure.
I wonder what else James.
What are
is
you, going to
into.
say no to a cop? Is he a cop? I don't know. Okay. Oh, don't tell me it's bugged out again. What is happening? I want to get out. Exit! Exit!
Can't get to the menu.
No, there's no escape button. Can I click on things to activate the exit button? Oh, are you kidding me? How can this game be so dodge? How can this be so dodge? You can't, like, you can't access a menu. Like, that's the thing. Like, you can't just sit here and try to find contradictions on him. Doesn't recognize the mask. Makes black skyring mirrors. Oh, although I could go, I can't remember the last time we saw Kate. Makes mirrors? I don't know that he's done that yet, because the game doesn't know that I know that yet. It's, yeah, I can't save because I can't actually access any menu. It's not like a normal game. You can't just press escape and get to a menu. I wonder if, let me just quickly Google, contradiction game. Menu. Continue, or your theories. R key resets all key bindings. No, that doesn't help. Oh. No. S, D, D. Sorry, this is really annoying. Yeah, there's no quick save or anything, guys. None of that is something that
Did
exists
you know whether Kate had lost this or not?
No idea.
Enter.
Thank you.
Oh,
Probably
I don't know what I
later.
did, but it did something. Okay. Whew. Let's go to...
Save now.
Yeah. So, there's a weird... Return to main menu. Save game. Yes. Game saved. Awesome. Good. Good. Okay, continuing. We are now going to... What did I need to do? I need to call the cop. Call my bus. Turn to West Street. Call the chief.
Yes.
Chief Jenks again. I've been speaking to Rebecca Rand. She saw Kate in the pub last Friday, around 7, I think. So she came in drunk, gave us some money for a breakage or something, then left.
What, she just came in and then went straight out again? What did she break?
I don't know. Rebecca didn't know either, or so she said.
Doesn't sound right, does it? I mean, that money must have been for something. Quiz Rebecca, make a few suggestions, see if she bites. Simple.
Okay, cool. Alright.
Okay, thanks, Chief.
My favorite theory so far is Mecha powers. The window was a scrying mirror and James broke it to remove competition from his business. I like the way you think. Alright, Rebecca. I'm here to talk to you about why you're lying to me. It's good. That's gonna be my opening line. Here we go. Could I ask some questions?
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Coward. Okay. Broke a pub window. Didn't know who broke the window. And yet, Kate gave you $20, £20 for a breakage.
Aha. So, you said Kate gave you £20 for a breakage, but you didn't have a breakage.
You're a lying sack of shit.
That's right.
Do you think the payment could have been for the broken window? Could it have been Kate who was arguing?
Well, I suppose it could have been. Yeah. Could have been Kate. You're probably right. Yeah.
But you don't know who she was arguing with.
No, I'm not sure.
I'll ask around. Not realizing Kate had broken the window. Rebecca really should have worked that out before now.
Yeah.
Unless she did. But why would she lie about that?
Was she the other one? Was she the other one in the argument?
Have you seen one of these?
Was she the other one in the
before?
argument, maybe?
Is it meant to be black like that?
I think so.
No.
Broken pub window. Kate broke the window during an argument. Oh, maybe she banned her. Maybe that's what happened. Or because Kate was really drunk? Kate was very drunk. No.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
Now, because I've learnt my lesson with this game several times now, I'm going to continue saving the game. Okay. What do we got here? There are things you haven't asked Simon, James, Emma, and Rebecca about. Good Lord. Okay, well, while we're here with Rebecca.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Yeah? Do you reckon she's a lying sack of shit?
Some people do.
I reckon she saw something in that mirror. What have I not talked to you about? Rebecca told about the argument. Talked to you about the scrying mirror. You wouldn't know about that. Oh yeah, I gotta ask you about this.
What do you know about this?
Well,
it's an
yeah.
advertisement.
If I shave my
They
beard,
had
would I
it
be
designed
Jenks
by an
underneath? It says
agency, I
TP
think.
to 276.
When was that?
I've definitely got the
Sometime.
eyes for it. Give them some of those bad boys right there. Do
Be
not
back later
care.
on, if that's okay.
Simon and Emma. Eden Lodge. Knock for M's.
A couple more questions, if that's okay.
Kate's arguments. Well, let's do the scrying mirror to get this out of the way.
Have you seen one of these before?
Is that from James?
Now, what do you know about James?
That he's creepy. He was selling them last Friday at the market. There's a market every week type thing.
TP
And,
to 267?
I usually go there for lunch.
So you wouldn't buy one of these?
No, I wouldn't. But Kate would.
Was she, into
But
this
Kate
sort of
would.
thing?
Kate's an
No,
idiot.
I don't think so.
I don't
She
believe in
bought one,
ghosts.
and I went round to her flat to try it out. You're meant to see ghosts or spirits or something. It doesn't work.
How do you use it?
You're just meant to stare into it. Shall I show you?
Go ahead.
Okay, so you just stare like this,
Why are you looking so dodge?
and
Maybe she's a vampire. She can't see her own reflection. You've got a
I
cut on your
see.
hand. I can't tell if that's a cut that's supposed to be in the game or the actress just hurt herself
sorry.
and they didn't really notice.
Look, you're meant to see a ghost or
You've
something.
got a
Look, it
cut
doesn't
on your
work.
hand from a broken window. Holy shit, Sam. Sam, it's all falling into place. Quick, get me a detective's hat. You broke your hand. What didn't break?
Did
your
you
hand.
hear about an argument in the pub last Friday?
No, I wasn't there.
You weren't in the village?
No, I went home last
Oh!
Thursday night, actually, to see my parents.
But you do visit the pub.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I know Rebecca quite well. We all went there quite a bit after college.
Went home to see parents Thursday night. You were gonna say Friday night, didn't you? Replay that again.
Did you hear about an argument in the pub last Friday?
No, I wasn't there.
You weren't in the village?
No, I went home last Thursday night, actually, to see my parents.
We're gonna say Friday.
You do
How
visit
is that
the
not?
Oh, yeah,
how can I
I mean,
not
I
just
know
go?
Rebecca
You were
quite well.
going to say Friday.
We
I don't
went
need to
there
find a contradiction.
quite a
I
bit
just
after
need to go. You, ma'am, are a lying sack of poop. Okay. How broken pub window?
Know anything about a broken window at the pub round the back?
The pub, a broken window at the back. Yeah, I saw it was broken.
When was that?
I was in the pub on Monday with a college friend.
Knows about the broken pub window. Went home to see Thursday. Knows Rebecca quite well. Went to the pub after college. No, that's not going to give me anything. Visited the pub on a Monday night with a friend. College. Didn't see Kate very often. Drinking problem. Bicycle. Old bottles. Homebrew.
What do you know about Atlas?
She already mentioned leaving
I
the
know that
village
it's,
before. Use it to get
It's a
her.
business course. I went with Simon when he first went, but
See, Death Mints?
wasn't really my thing.
How often did you go?
Just the once.
And you decided it wasn't for you?
Yeah, I'd been to something similar, so decided it wasn't for me.
Hey! Sam! Sam! I want someone to share this with in person. Says she saw James selling the mirrors at the local market last Friday, went home to see parents Thursday night. You are a lying sack of poop.
So, you went home to see your parents on Thursday night.
I found another one.
Yes.
But you said you saw James at the market on Friday.
Oh, Jenks whips it out of the table!
No, I went to,
The Jenks
I went to see my
wang!
parents on
The
Friday
truth
night.
wang.
What time did you go on Friday?
8 or 9.
And you didn't see Kate at all on Friday?
No.
You're not a very good liar, Emma.
Okay. I saw Kate.
Yes.
Where?
When I strangled it.
At the pub, we were arguing.
Go on. What were you arguing about?
I'd lent her £50 because she was desperate, and we were just arguing. It didn't really bother me. She just didn't have it.
And Kate broke the window?
Yes. She did things like that when she was angry.
Smash things?
Yes.
So it was Emma arguing with Kate. But why didn't she want to admit it? In case it gave her a motive? Or something else?
Are there more contradictions here? Lent money to Kate. Argue with Kate in the pub last Friday night. Knows Rebecca quite well.
Okay,
We're gonna go visit Simon. Just get these questions out of the way. You're all just horrible
Know
liars.
anything about an argument at the pub last Friday?
No, I didn't go to the pub last Friday.
What did you do after the course?
Really, Doctor Who?
Just went home. Came here. Just came straight back.
What the hell was that eye movement? Scrying her.
Ever seen one of these?
Yeah, that's one of James's. He's into like New Age stuff, mysticism, magic spells, that sort of thing. He's nuts, though. I mean, he thinks the government are tracking him or something.
Why would he think that?
Well, I don't know. You'd have to ask him.
Okay. You're useless.
Thank you. Probably be back
You're just
later.
an idiot. That's what that is. Emma is a liar, and that's very different. Knows about the broken pub window. Visited the pub with a friend. Wait, hang on.
Thank you.
I'm just
Probably
gonna
be back later.
get out of here and save. Because again, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back and accuse Emma of all the crimes. She murdered Kate. She stole the Lindbergh baby. 9/11. Started World War I. Everything. I'm gonna go straight to her. Emma, I'm coming in through the window.
Thank you.
Yeah, classic Nick. Emma, I'm coming in through the window. Lent money to Kate because Kate needed it. Argued with Kate in the pub last Friday night. Knows Rebecca quite well. Went to pub after college. Thinks James is creepy. James was selling mirrors last Friday. Knew Kate had bought a mirror. Demonstrated how to use the mirror. Says the mirror doesn't work. I mean, I'd say that is a contradiction. No. Wouldn't know anything about that. Went to an Atlas seminar with Simon. Only went once to Atlas. Had been to a similar course before. Hadn't seen the mask before. Knows about broken pub window. Visited the pub on Monday night with a friend. Who's this friend? It's not really a contradiction. Saw Kate on Friday, not Thursday. What else we got here? Lent Kate money, but Kate was always buying jewelry? Where was the jewelry? Broken pendant. Kate bought lots of new jewelry. Lent money to Kate because Kate needed it.
Aha. So you lent money to Kate because she was desperate, but she bought loads of jewelry and things. So why were you lending her money?
Well, no, it's because,
It wasn't about money, was it, Emma?
It was about
No.
sexy skyring mirrors.
Go on. What was it really about?
Bonjour, by the way.
We were arguing because she was going to blackmail Ryan, the guy from Atlas, over an affair he was having, and then tell his wife if he didn't give her the money.
Ryan's affair with Kate?
No, I don't know. I think he was having an affair with another student and Kate found out.
Simon!
Were you involved?
Because I didn't really agree with it. I didn't agree with what she was doing, even if he did have an affair.
Were you friends with Ryan?
No, I'd never met him.
You just thought Kate was wrong?
Yeah.
Not sure about this.
Emma's either on a moral crusade, or there's another reason she was worried about Kate blackmailing Ryan.
Kate went to blackmail Ryan over his affair, tried to persuade Kate not to blackmail Ryan, has never met Ryan. Who did you go to the pub with on Monday? Obviously not Ryan.
That's all for the moment.
We're gonna get out of here and save. I live in fear. Which is a good way to live. Save game. What do we got? There are things you haven't asked Simon and James about yet. Oh, good lord. Simon.
Ask you a couple more things, please.
Kate played Skyrim to death. Okay. See? How good are these games? Everything should be FMV.
Do you know anything about a broken window at the pub?
No, I don't really go to the pub very often. I'm not exactly a pub person.
Haven't we heard? Oh, we heard that in the crashed version of this game. Okay, we're done here.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
We can go talk to Ryan. Listen, Cheech. What do you got for me? He'll be dead.
Just a few more questions, if you don't mind.
Know anything about an argument at the pub last Friday?
He said he didn't go to the pub in
No.
ages. Oh, are you serious? That was the whole reason I had to come here, was to hear him go, no.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Jenks would be exhausted. Someone get this guy a meal. We'll call the chief.
Is it Jenks by any chance?
Yes, Chief.
Surprise, surprise.
More news. Turns out the argument between Emma and Kate wasn't about money. Apparently, Kate was going to blackmail Ryan Rand because she had information that Ryan was having an affair with a student.
Gotta go talk to Ryan.
Emma was trying to talk her out of it.
How did Emma find out about it?
Well, they were friends, so I presume Kate just told her.
Policemen don't presume, Jenks. They find out. If Emma was trying to talk her out of it, she must have had a reason. There's something missing, Jenks. Find out what Emma had to do with it.
Okay, thanks, Chief.
Bye-bye.
Oh, the chief is not happy because Jenks is a terrible investigator. Ipso facto, I am a terrible investigator. You haven't asked James about the Freedom Necklace card. The hints are getting really specific. Go ask James about this vital clue.
Ask about a few
Obviously
more things,
needs
please.
it to continue to the next hour or whatever. What was it? The Freedom card, necklace card.
Ever seen one of these before? Freedom necklace.
I don't think so.
I'm gonna head to Atlas though. Is
That's it for the time being.
the
Thank you.
plan? There must be a contradiction somewhere. Oh crap. James? Hang on. Let's go up to Atlas. Let's just see. I know it says there's a contradiction. Enter the Atlas building. Well, this is pretty huge. Oh, we're definitely going to that sweet atrium. Try the
Ryan
lounge
was
door.
interviewed in the lounge, according to the report.
Boom!
That must be his office.
Alrighty then. Is it because it's after 6 p.m. and everything's closed? But how would I get in there in the first place? Return to the hallway. I mean, obviously, there's definitely some sexy sex going on here between Emma and Ryan. Because it's not Kate having the affair. So I need to make Emma spill the beans about why she is screwing the pooch. The pooch being my nickname for Ryan.
Couple more questions, if that's okay.
Who put their penis in you? That's what I'm going to open with. Knows Rebecca quite well. Went to the pub after college. Has never met Ryan. Ryan. Oh, wait. You would have met Ryan, though, right? Because you went to the seminar once. Only went once to Atlas. Never met Ryan. Oh, I was so sure that was right. Went to an Atlas seminar. Never met Ryan? Yes! Yes!
You said you went to an Atlas meeting with Simon.
Yes.
Oh, she's so scared.
That's interesting, because I happen to know that Ryan is the main lecturer at Atlas. You say you never met him. Why did you say you didn't know him?
Okay, I need to tell you something. I just need to make sure Simon doesn't find out.
I won't be telling Simon anything he doesn't have to hear.
And you can't tell Rebecca either.
Go on.
Okay, so the affair that happened was between Ryan and I. I was having the affair, and Kate knew.
So Kate was blackmailing both of you?
No, she didn't care about me. It was part of the course, you see, having to take all these risks. She thought it was funny to turn her back on Ryan. She thought I wouldn't care.
But you did.
Yes, I was already with Simon when Ryan and I, and I didn't want Simon finding out, and Kate thought that he wouldn't, but I didn't want her risking it. And then if Rebecca found out, then Simon would definitely have found out, and then it would have blown up, and it would have just been a big mess.
And so you just argued and what?
Well, she just stormed off and broke a window.
And that was it? You didn't see her again that night?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes. I promise.
I believe you, you lying sack of shit.
7 o'clock. So, Ryan's a bit of Lothario, is he? I think it's time I met this Ryan Rand face to face.
Save. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Sam. You know who wouldn't have said that? Disgusting Pete. Okay, so I've got to meet Ryan. I could go to Atlas, but he could be at the restaurant just because I'm kind of like, it's 7 p.m. on a Friday night. He may be in the restaurant. See, there he is. Ryan, the invisible man. I guess I go up to Atlas then? Pete killed her. Confirmed. Go into the atrium. Try the lounge door. Boom, shakalaka!
Ryan! Yes? Detective Inspector Jenks. I'm conducting an investigation in the area. Wouldn't mind asking you a few questions. Is that all right?
Come in, Inspector.
Thank you.
And I'm the kind of dick that leaves the hat on inside.
Drink, Inspector.
I'd better not, eh?
So you wanted to speak to me?
I believe that Kate Vine was a student at Atlas.
Kate Vine? Well, yes, she was. All of this has been thoroughly investigated, Inspector. It was suicide.
Well, we have reason to believe there may be rather more to it than that.
Really?
A little late, Epic Bro.
Then, in that case, I'd be prepared to assist in any way possible.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Ugh. What the heck? What was that? Oh, my first question is, what does Emma see in you? Alright, we're gonna go through all of these questions again. Settle in. I'm not gonna be talking too much. I'm going to be trying to concentrate. I'm actually just gonna wait till he does this weird cheers. There it is. What is that? Ugh, gross. Okay.
I believe the last time you saw Kate Vine was at the pub last Friday, then you came straight back with some of the students, is that right?
Yes, I like to have a glass of port or two after a long day, and benefits of being married to the landlady.
How did she seem that night?
The landlady?
Kate.
Oh, Kate. Well, she was her usual self, drunk.
That was usual.
It was for her, yes. I mean, it didn't impair her ability, though. She was a very bright star, lots of potential, very enthusiastic.
So she seemed to be enjoying the course?
Well, as far as anybody could tell, yes.
When did you first meet her?
When she joined, about 3 months ago.
And you hadn't met her before then?
No.
So you didn't suspect there was anything wrong?
Well, do you mean, did I expect her to drown herself? Of course I didn't inspect her. It was quite a shock. Nobody expected that.
Oh, the acting! It's like two glazed Christmas hams just slapping up against one another. It's just atrocious. Sorry, to be clear, Ryan, is he married to Rebecca? Is that the landlady he was talking about? I was kind of half distracted.
Have you seen this before?
Not that I recall.
You don't know whether Kate had lost this or not?
No, I've never seen it before, sorry.
Does Simon Thompson ride a bike, do you know?
I think so, yes. I think he drives as well, but I might be mistaken.
Don't know anything about that. Doesn't matter about that.
Have you tried Simon's homebrew?
Does he make homebrew? No, I haven't had the pleasure, sorry.
Oh, this guy. Freedom necklace.
Know what this is?
Yes. It's a freedom necklace.
It says so on the card.
It's a symbol that we use on the course. It's supposed to represent freedom from the chains of your ancestry.
Have you ever bought one of these?
I haven't, but I've seen the students wearing them.
What do you know about the broken window at the back of the pub?
Oh, Rebecca told me about it. I don't know how it got smashed, though. I told her to tape over it. We can't have anybody cutting themselves. You have to be very health and safety conscious these days.
It's not like the old days where you could just cut people up and drown them in lakes and no one would mind.
Can you tell me about...
Stop putting it on!
Haven't seen that for a while. We had a friend who used to make them for us for the course. He passed away last year.
What does the symbol mean?
It's borrowed from paganism. It's the symbol of the triple goddess. The mother, maiden, and crone, represented by the waxing and waning of the moon. It's an ancient symbol. It predates Christianity. Some people say that it dates back to Paleolithic times.
And is that relevant to the course?
Well, no. I mean, it's a symbol we dabbled with, but it's not particularly relevant. We don't use it on the course, no.
Wait. It's not used on the course? What? Interesting.
Tell me about this.
It's It's the first one we ever had made. We had it designed by an agency after we'd spent weeks trying to find a name for this place.
It took you weeks.
Don't be like that, Inspector. I thought it was a rather grand name. Actually, if I'm being honest, I plucked it out of thin air one night in the George while I was having a few gin and tonics. Well, actually, somebody left a book and I stole it.
Atlas name picked randomly was the first poster fair, blah 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 blah. Photo for praying, you don't care about those. Scrying mirror.
Have you seen one of these before?
I believe that looks like a scrying mirror to me.
You have seen one before?
Well, I used to have one myself, actually, along with lots of other bits and pieces of that nature. Silly things, you know.
Really?
Yes, when I was in my teenage years, I had quite an obsession with that kind of thing. I was a very somber child, and well, not that you could tell, always playing fantasy games, reading books about that kind of malarkey, you know.
What sort of books did you read?
Well, books on black magic, not the chocolates. Witchcraft, satanic rituals, that kind of thing. I grew out of it, of course.
But you're not into that sort of thing now.
Of course I'm not. I mean, I don't need to believe in the supernatural, Inspector. The natural world is far more interesting. Don't you think so?
Are you gonna eat me? And finally, Pubbo.
Do you know anything about an argument in the pub last Friday?
What time?
I believe it wasn't long after the pub opened.
No. I usually leave for the manor house about 6. I start preparations around 6:30. I like to get a head start.
Just quickly, Epic Bro, you said that you sent your thing of the day to the ABC contact page. Those things, that is totally gonna get lost. Tweet it to me. Tweet it to me now. Doesn't know about the argument in the pub. Usually leaves for Atlas 6 p.m. Starts preparations for Atlas at 6:30 p.m. I'm gonna quickly exit and save. And then he's probably lying to me about 40 times. And we're going to discover exactly how. Better see Simon again. We'll discover exactly how after we see Simon. What is it about Simon? Well,
there you go.
Oh,
Cute.
Doctor Who's cooking.
Smells nice. What is that?
Chili pork.
I have no idea you were a cook.
Oh, no, I used to be more into it. No, I don't do it so much. Used to grow my own herbs and everything.
Not here.
No, at the farmhouse where I used to live.
Where was that?
That's where James lives. Yeah, we used to share a house together. The farmer used to let us use a corner of his greenhouse to grow stuff.
I didn't know you knew James that well.
Well, didn't really get on.
Where are the greenhouses?
But it's just through the farmyard at the back.
Interesting.
He's so gonna regret saying that. Well, I'm definitely gonna go find your little weed yard.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
We're going to the farm, I assume. Show tips. Did Simon say there was another greenhouse at Abbey Farm? The interesting thing there is, not to criticize at all because very difficult making a game, blah 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 writing. But he goes, like the character of Jenks goes to Simon's place only to learn about a piece of information that Simon brings up anecdotally. Like he just brings it up because they happen to be talking about cooking. He went there to ask no questions. He just went there so that piece of information could be delivered. Thereby, the game is invalid and I shouldn't play it anymore. Okay. Why did you miss greenhouses the last time? So I assume it's going to be up here and keep walking or something.
Simon mentioned another greenhouse.
Go further up. Just look to your left, you idiot. There was a hat blocking it. Okay. Go into the large greenhouse. Yes. Where the large pot is grown. Black & Decker advertising right there. Look at that.
I wonder if James knows this is here. Don't know what it is, but be interesting to see what he says about it.
What does it say on the front of it? What does it say? What did I just pick up? Packet of dried leaves. A packet of suspicious looking leaves. MM. Who's MM or alternatively WW? Click to try using this. Oh, I can use things. Oh, try the scrying mirror. Oh. Oh, you need to be in the right place. Simon. Save. Thank you, Samuel. Thank you, Samuel. We're so lucky to live in an age where usually you don't have to save. Can't save a Hearthstone game. Can you get Sam? Speak up, Sam.
Hello.
Go right to Eden Lodge. Knock for Simon. You still got that apron on?
More questions, please.
James is into New Age mysticism. James thinks the government is tracking him. Here's some marijuana.
Know what these are?
No. Look a bit like sage leaves.
Haven't seen them before, though.
Not at all, no.
He definitely knows.
He so knows. It's horny goat weed, that's what it is.
You would know.
I would know. Okay, there's gotta be something with this whole I didn't realize that you and James were so close crap. Where did that come up? Simon's homebrew, photo frames, James is into New Age mysticism, James thinks the government is tracking him.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
Go to the crime scene and use the mirror. Oh, that's not a bad idea at all. Who will know what this packet of leaves is? Oh yeah, I've got to ask everyone about this packet of leaves.
I'll ask you a couple more things, please.
I shouldn't complain. It'll take me like 30 seconds.
You know what these are, by any chance?
No. Sorry. I don't know anything about plants or things like that, but you should ask Rebecca. She used to live on a farm. She'd know.
Oh, she does not like Rebecca. She is throwing Rebecca under the murder bus.
Okay, that's it for now.
You know who wouldn't know who it is? The guy who probably put them in a packet. Let's go ask old Smokey McBeard Eye guy. I kind of lost it there at the end. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm just gonna ask you what's in here, but then we're gonna go to Rebecca. She wants Rebecca to be framed for murder for sure.
Could you tell me what these are, please? I found them in the greenhouse.
Never seen them before in my life.
Been snooping around on the farm, have we?
It's called Investigating, James.
Yeah. Just mint. Mint leaves.
Mint
for
mate.
cooking.
Mint.
Yeah, I heard you were a bit of a budding chef.
Dabble a bit. Won a few competitions.
Very impressive.
Great British
So you
Bake
normally
Off.
just leave packets of mint lying around?
Must have dropped it.
More accents, please.
More accents? Okay. Alright. British ones or just in general? Hey man! Packet contains mint leaves. Won some cookery competition.
Thank you.
Let's go
Probably
talk to
be back
Rebecca though.
later.
Come on, Bex. Talk to me about like why. Who's the other girl? Emma wants you to be investigated. It's not mint. How could you not recognize mint if you smelt it?
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Few more questions indeed. Call, love, what's this?
Do you know what these are?
Oh, magic mint. Where did you find this?
Magic mint.
Salvia divinorum. I used to grow it years ago. It makes you trip.
In what way?
It's a hallucinogenic and legal. Quite a dangerous combination, really.
Do you use it?
Me? No. No, I don't even take medicines. I like to stay pure.
I didn't expect Rebecca to know about growing drugs. I know she claims not to use them herself, but I'm not so sure.
Are you flirting with me? That tickled Sam. Let's see. Okay, so what do we know so far? She is in a relationship with Ryan, right? Ryan is sleeping with Emma. Emma's in a relationship with Simon. Simon was obviously at some point fucking James. Rebecca told Jenks that leaves were from the Salvia divinorum plant. There's got to be a contradiction here somewhere, right? Leaves, magic mint, used to grow it years ago, hallucinogenic, doesn't take drugs or medicines. Why does Rebecca need to be summoned every time with the bell? She's not doing a good job manning the bar. Correct. See you, have a gander.
Thank you.
Who do we
Probably
talk
be
to
back
now?
later.
I suppose we talk to. Better try the woods again. There are also things you haven't asked Simon, Emma, James, and Ryan about. I know it's about stupid magic mint. Let's go to the woods because something new might pop up there. Because otherwise we're just gonna be going everyone going, have you gotten high using this thing? And they're gonna go, no, love, and I'm gonna be like, all right, mate. It's exactly how that. Hey, why are there always just weird people sitting drinking and smoking?
Private Eye.
On that path.
No, I'm a police inspector.
Who are you looking for?
I'm investigating a death in the village.
That student, then. They did one last year, too. Same place.
Did what?
Drowned a student. Ask that psycho about it. He runs that business cult thing up at the big house. Bunch of nut jobs.
Hey, what was the student's name?
Liam... something?
Liam? Ryan was having an affair with a man called Liam.
Atlas's reputation precedes them. I think I might call the station. Find out a bit more about this Liam.
I like this part where the game's just playing itself. Don't trust him. This guy's bald.
Mike, it's Jenks.
Jenks, I thought you'd clocked off tonight.
Yeah, the chief's put me on a case tonight, the Edenton girl.
Friday night, you poor sod. I thought that was sorted out anyway.
I wish it was. Listen, are you near a computer?
I can't be. Yeah, go on.
Do you know anything about a death last year? Someone called Liam in Edenton Village?
Don't remember it. Hang on, let's have a look. Edenton Village. Yeah, Liam Rogers. It's a suicide last year.
Suicide?
Hang on, 2 suicides in 2 years, both in Edenton. Maybe you've got your work cut out, Jenks.
Yeah, there's only like 6 people that live here.
Right, well, good luck with that. See you Monday.
Thanks, Mike.
Thanks, Chief. Really helpful. What do I have here? Liam's death. Oh god, I have to ask everyone about Liam. Alright. Might be worth checking the woods again. What is in these woods? Alright. Checking the woods again. Then I'm gonna go to talk to everyone about Magic Mint, dead Liam. Scrying mirror. No. Back to drive leaves. Take him, smoke him, now. None of those useful. Go right into the woods. Right into the clearing. Oh, what's this?
Do you mind not defacing public property, please?
What's it to you?
Well, I'm a policeman.
And that's supposed to make what difference exactly?
It means that you do exactly what I tell you to do.
Or what? Or you arrest me?
No, I'll give you a fine this time.
So, if I do something that you don't like, I have to give you some money? What happens if you do something that I don't like? You're going to give me some money?
Look, I do not have time to discuss it at the moment. Could you just go?
Pathetic.
What the hell was that?
What a prize brat. But why would he carve that into a tree? Either he's a die-hard rock fan, or there's more to that symbol than meets the eye.
What is happening in this town? Okay. We're going back to the beginning. Over to Abbey Farm. Ryan, talk to me about your magic mint and devil horns for some reason.
A couple more questions, if that's okay.
That is a good point, though, guys. That is a very, very good carving.
If I did that, would it mean anything to you?
Yeah. It's a Satanism symbol. Satanists use it.
Have you ever seen anyone using it?
Put your hand down now.
Lots of people. Politicians, presidents, CEOs.
Have you ever seen anyone local using it?
Not that I remember.
Okay. So we're getting down a very weird path here where he keeps
Ever
asking
heard of
people
Salvia
about this.
divinorum, James?
Was that skin cream?
It's not a skin cream, no. It's a plant.
Really? Don't know much about plants.
So you've never heard of salvia?
No.
Never heard of that. You said that was mint. That's such a lie. Liam's death.
Did you know Liam?
Liam who?
Liam who died.
You mean Liam who killed himself?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was his last name. Who
He
killed
was in
himself.
my year, on a different course.
What course was Liam on?
Can't remember, not mine.
What was yours?
Plant science. First time I knew about Liam was when he killed himself.
Right, so you didn't meet him?
Wait, what? You have a degree in plant science, and you've never heard of salvia. Doesn't know much about plants. Degree in plant science. Boom goes the dynamite.
So, your degree is in plant science, but you don't seem to know anything about plants.
Well, still got a lot to learn.
So you're still saying you've never heard of salvia?
Didn't say that.
So you have.
Maybe.
And you do grow it.
Yeah, it's legal, why not?
What do you do with it?
I use it for explorative purposes, meditation.
And does this involve anybody else?
Why?
Do you sell it or give it to anybody else? Sure.
That's why you can afford to
Yeah,
make a
it's
loss
just
on
for me,
those
nobody
scrying
else.
mirrors.
And that's the only drug you grow, is it?
Feel free to go and look if you want.
It's okay, I'll look later.
AKA, I've already looked.
The only
I've
drug
looked.
he grows. I'm not sure I believe that, James. Then again, would someone growing illegal drugs bother growing a legal one?
Okay. Wasn't named to you a different course. Salvia. Never heard of salvia, doesn't. Okay, grows salvia for private use only. Uses it for meditation. Doesn't grow any other drugs. I think we're probably done.
That's all for the moment, thank you.
Interesting. Simon and Emma. Simon is definitely cooking that magic mint up real nice.
A few more questions, please. Thank you. Ever heard of Salvia divinorum?
Salvia divinorum.
Magic mint.
It's a Harry
Same
Potter
thing.
spell.
Oh yeah, you mean the drug? Yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah, ever tried it?
Like once or twice, yeah. But it's not really my sort of thing. It messes with your brain. I've never tried any other drugs either. Nothing like that. Nothing hallucinogenic.
Liam.
What do you know about Liam?
Liam.
Local lad. Took his life.
Oh, that Liam. Yeah, I
Save.
heard about
Hashtag
him.
save. This is what happens when Sam leaves the room for 2 minutes.
I know he went to college, but didn't really know him. It's sad though.
Liar. Didn't know Liam, but had heard about him. But you lived with what's-his-face? Where do I find out that you lived with James? That doesn't seem to be part of the clues anymore. Like that was just something you said in a conversation. Doesn't seem to be a part of that anymore. Oh. Do you know about this?
If I did this,
Would that mean anything to you?
Who did you see doing that?
Someone in the woods, carving it into a tree.
That was Kyle. It's a guy from the course. He's an idiot.
And where does he?
Yes, he is.
I can't remember. Somewhere outside the village? The three fingers thing is something the students started doing. It's something from the course. The three freedoms.
The what?
The three freedoms? It's from the course. It's a phrase.
Free to be free.
Free yourself from the things that are holding you back, right? Things that stop you being successful.
What are they?
There's fear of failure, guilt, and doubting, self-doubt.
You believe that?
Yeah. Guilt ruins lives.
Where are the other two?
It stops you looking forward. It serves no practical purpose. It's basically destructive.
Right.
Getting very worked up about guilt. Very
Free to be free. Not the most original slogan, but I wonder how far this freedom goes.
Interesting.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
Hey, Emma. If I did this to you, what does that mean? Emily cheese.
If I did this, would it mean anything to you?
No. Why?
It's okay. Thanks.
Alrighty then. Do you want to get high?
Ever heard of Salvia divinorum?
Yeah, I've heard of it. It's a drug, isn't it?
Yeah. Hallucinogenic drug. Ever tried it?
No, I've never taken any.
This village is full of crazies. Lucid decorum. Never taken illegal substances. Knows salvia is a hallucinogenic drug. Never taken illegal substances. Yeah, that seems to track with everything else you said.
What do you know about a student called Liam? Committed suicide last year.
Only that I didn't know him really well.
Oh God, you're lying. She banged him too. How many people have you slept with? So far, it's almost half the village. And I'm pretty sure Ryan has slept with the other half. No judgment. I'm just saying. Who knew Liam? Who knew Liam? Ryan didn't really know him. James, it was in his year.
Do you know the phrase free to be free?
Yeah. It's an Atlas thing. I first heard it when I went with Simon.
What did they say about it?
They said that you shouldn't feel guilty if you do something wrong. I don't agree with that.
No?
No.
No.
No, I think you should feel guilty if you do something wrong.
What did Simon think?
I don't know, but I don't think he agreed with that either.
Doubt Simon agrees with it fully. Phrase. Well, but. What? What? Doubt Simon agrees with it fully. Can I carry over a contradiction?
Later.
No.
That's it for the time being. Thank you.
That's just wrong. Simon heard the phrase when she attended out. This phrase about not feeling guilty. Doesn't recognize the three-finger symbol. You don't recognize it. Wait, hang on. You don't recognize the three-finger symbol, and yet you heard the phrase when you attended Atlas. No, maybe they just didn't have the symbol back then. I'm gonna say.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Every time they talk about freedom to be free, I just think of the Freedom Isn't Free song from Team America. How much does James really know? You should call the chief for an update. There are things you haven't asked James, Rebecca, and Ryan about. James, Rebecca, and Ryan. Okay. Well, let's go back to James, since that seemed to be... There were two things regarding James there. Head over to the farm. I wish I could just go straight to their door. Ring the bell.
Ask you a couple more things, please.
Bonsoir, monsieur! Does These mean anything to you? Thanks, man.
Ever hear the phrase free to be free? Heard anyone use that?
Nah. What is it, a song?
No, I don't think so. Doesn't matter.
Never heard the phrase before. Used in Satanism. Hasn't seen anyone local using the symbol. Different course. James's degrees in plant science. Heard Liam. Never met Liam. Oh, never met him. Salvia for private use. Doesn't grow any other drugs. Mint leaves. Cookery competitions. What am I missing here? Satanism. Hasn't seen anyone local using the symbol, except for Kyle. Never heard the phrase, the freedom thing before. Knew Kate through Simon's girlfriend, Emma. Is that something? No. What am I missing here?
That's all for the moment.
Are there more things? Can I go investigate his grounds more? I feel like no. I feel like I've seen everything I need to see, right? No. I saved it before, but thank you, Maid Muse. What? Is there anything back in here? There's nothing. Nothing has happened. Leave the greenhouse. How much does James really know? Well, that's a very good question. It's just that I don't know how to get him to say more.
Just a few more questions, if you don't mind.
Doesn't know anything about the argument. Private use. Never met Liam. No one local uses the symbol. Hasn't heard the phrase before. James said he only uses the drugs for private use, but he traded some with Simon for homebrew. Interesting. Interesting. Traded his herbal tea for Simon's homebrew. And then private use?
Aha.
Thank you very much.
When you say herbal tea,
Brow Dogger.
do you mean salvia?
And also Shawk Freakazoid and whoever
so
else.
you
said it.
traded salvia tea with Simon for his homebrew. So why did you say you didn't give salvia to anybody else? Did you give it to anybody else?
James.
How many people did you give it to? Did you give it to Kate?
No.
How about Liam?
I didn't have anything to do with him dying, if that's what you mean.
So you did give him salvia?
Yes, I gave him salvia because he asked for it. But that's not what killed him.
Well, he committed suicide, James, because of psychological issues that probably weren't helped by him trying hallucinogenic drugs.
He didn't commit suicide. You don't know anything about him. You don't know what happened.
Okay, so what happened then?
Do you even know about Third Eye?
Go on.
You don't know about Third Eye. You don't know about Third Eye. You know nothing about Liam's death. I mean, forget salvia.
Fine, tell me then.
Third Eye was a cult. We had our very own psycho cult operating right here from our village hall.
What?
I got rid of them, single-handed. I'm the one who got rid of Third Eye. Did they tell you that at the station?
Okay, start again. They were what?
You don't know anything, do you? Look. They were reeling in students, pretending to be some sort of happy life course, you know. We can make your life better sort of crap. Then they were putting everyone through this brainwashing program.
There's the mask! There's the symbol in the mask! The circle with the moons!
There.
Moon circle!
What do you mean, selling them on?
Selling them. Objects, commodities.
To who?
To anyone who could afford them. Top politicians, famous celebrities, wealthy businessmen, you name it.
What for?
You don't get it, do you? Third Eye were making and selling slaves. They were black market slave traders. They were wiping people's personalities using ECT, brainwashing, cocktails of hard drugs, deliberately turning them into perfect slaves. You know how much slaves are worth on the black market these days?
No.
Millions. And I'm talking per slave.
Sam!
That's why anyone who stood up to them and
What is
spoke out in
happening?
public like Liam was just killed off.
I'm not quite
They didn't give a damn.
So you're saying Liam was murdered by Third Eye?
Exactly what I'm saying. So I started looking into it.
What a twist.
They're all saying it was suicide, but there's no way.
The chat is freaking out!
Did you ever actually meet Liam?
Found out about him.
And how did you find out about all this other stuff?
It's obvious, you can tell. I met some of the students. You could see straight away there was something wrong. They were like zombies. And I could tell when someone's got ECT damage or when they've been through mind conditioning. It's just obvious. I mean, US military used all these techniques back in the 50s. It's all documented, you can read about it. They showed all the same signs.
So, did you ever actually go to a meeting?
No, but I knew what went on.
How?
From what people said who'd been through it.
Okay, so do you know anyone I could speak to who did go through it?
Well, no. Look, it doesn't matter. Why did they close down if it wasn't true? They just closed down and disappeared overnight after I put all the flyers up. Bit of a coincidence.
But that was just after Liam died.
Yeah,
And do you think that had anything to do with it?
Slow zoom.
maybe, but it was the flyers that forced them to close.
Okay. Do you mind if I keep this?
Yeah, you investigate it. It'll all come out. Third Eye definitely killed Liam.
Well, that was a lot to take in. Does James really believe all this stuff? This is the first I've heard about Third Eye. The question is, what's their connection with Atlas, if there is one?
What a twist! Pete! You know this game that's just about like a sleepy English village where everyone's like, oh, cool, I mean, drinking tea? Yeah. They're selling slaves to the black market. What? Oh my god! Okay, so that third eye symbol is definitely on that mask.
Be back later on, if that's
insane.
okay.
Okay. Oh my god. Okay. Resume game. There are things you haven't asked Simon, Emma, Rebecca, and Ryan about. Maybe the slaves. Save it. Save the. No, I did. I just saved. I think I just saved. I'll double save. Okay. Simon, why are you cooking when you could get a slave to do it?
Ask about a few more things, please.
How do I combine that mask has the third eye symbol? How do I combine that with the flyer so that stupid Jenks can see that it's the same logo? So just that. Okay.
Have you seen this before?
Oh, is this the thing that James did?
Triple save.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
What do you know about all this? A third eye, I think we'll call it?
I don't really know anything about it. I mean, I've heard about Liam's death, but all I know about Three Eyes or whatever is on this flyer.
It's burnt
So
into
you
the
haven't heard
heads
about
of
it.
the people who work in the cafe. Doesn't know anything about Third Eye, knows James made the flyer. Okay.
Okay, that's it for now.
All right, Emma.
Thank you.
Have you seen this?
Yeah. It was all over college last year. James made it. Idiot.
So you don't agree with what I'm saying?
No, I don't agree with anything James says. He's absolutely crazy. He thinks that the government has been controlled by aliens and that we're all bugged. He's nuts.
I don't want him to be crazy. I want the slave thing to be true. I think I probably asked you about everything.
Thank you. Probably
Rebecca and Ryan, here I come. No, that's where I was. Rebecca's pub. Every time, gotta ring this doorbell.
Couple more questions, if that's okay.
Third Eye plus Mask plus James. Yeah, maybe I talk about the mask. But hang on a second. I've shown James the mask. Why would he not have gone, that's the Third Eye? You son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. James.
Have you seen this before?
Don't take any notice of that.
Why?
James Wilson is a fantasist. He spends his time pretending to cast spells in the woods. He's not exactly a stable person. And,
You know, this could be one big red herring. James is actually
cannabis.
crazy. You're only saying that, Travesty James, because your name is James, and you don't
So
want him to be
you
crazy.
don't think there's any truth at all?
This is definitely true. There's definitely a small
None at
cult
all.
in a tiny English village that's selling slaves for millions of dollars. Thinks James Wilson is a fantasist. James casts spells in the woods. Probably should have listened to that answer a little more clearly. Heard James grows cannabis. No truth to the flyer. Heard he grows cannabis. Well, we know he does that. He sells.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
I'm gonna go back to James. I haven't. Wait, what have I not spoken to Rebecca about? Come back here. Get back here.
More questions, please.
Third Eye Flyer, Atlas phrase.
Ever heard the phrase "free to be free"?
Of course you have.
You mean the Atlas thing?
You've
Yes, I have.
banging
Know what it means?
Rand.
It means being free of guilt.
What do you think about that?
You mean, do I think it's a bad thing?
Do you? I mean, surely if you have done something wrong.
Oh, but that's the point, Inspector. Most people spend their time feeling guilty over nothing, and that's not a good thing.
This woman barely blinks. Believes people can get hung up on guilt. Knows about the free to be free slave phrase.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
There's still things I haven't asked Rebecca about. Get back here. Come on, Baxter. Sit down. The hand.
If I did
Does this mean anything to you, love?
Would that mean anything to you?
Why is it meant to mean something?
No, it's okay.
Free to be free. It's clearly the slavery emancipation slogan. Terrific. Okay. Have I asked you? Oh, I gotta ask you about Liam.
What do you know about Liam?
You mean Liam who took his life?
Mm-hmm.
He used to play in a band, Black Rock or something? No, Black Stone. Very gothic. I used to let them play in here sometimes at the weekends. They were quite good.
Did you know there was anything wrong? I mean, why he might have...
No, I didn't know him very well.
Oh, that tiny smile. You are such a liar. Liam got all up in that Beck business. Okay.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
I assume I've exhausted conversations. This is amazing. There are 6 things you haven't asked Ryan about yet. I know, I'm getting to Ryan. I just don't like going there because he's so creepy. He keeps cheersing me and making very intense eye contact. Okay. Just really quickly, I'm just, before I go ask those 6 very specific things to Ryan, I do just want to double check with James if I combine the mask and the flyer, because it's very strange to me that he's not recognizing the mask when I hold it up to my face and he can very clearly see it. Third eye flyer. Oh, I can't. So what do you say about the mask? It doesn't recognize it.
Ever seen this before?
No, should I have?
No, it's okay.
Well, that was
Thank you.
unhelpful.
Probably be back later.
Okay. I know, it's weird. She doesn't recognize the hand symbol, but she knows the phrase. He doesn't although, the one thing about that, see, it's weird to me that I can't talk to him about the symbol on the mask and the symbol on the flyer, because it's like, those are very clearly the same thing. I would understand, though, it would be like, you've got that phrase, but then maybe only the most recent set of students who she hasn't met or something do it 1, 2, 3, like that. So that's a little more believable to me than he doesn't recognize that thing that he thinks is selling people. Hang on, 3 fingers, 3 phases of the moon, Half-Life 3 confirmed? Oh god, this guy.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
You dirty sex pest. Alright, all the way back to this packet of dried leaves.
Do you know what this is?
Looks like chopped tea bags to me. What is it?
I just thought you might know.
I don't know anything about plants, Inspector. What you should do is ask Rebecca. She knows far more about these things than I do. Messy things, growing things.
Guy's always drinking. Always drinking. Like, yeah, like, at least with the other ones, it's understandable where, like, Emma's always sitting in the same chair, but it's like, yeah, that's because when we have a conversation, we sit in the chair. He's just
like leaning on the wall.
Just always leaning and drinking. Why is everyone saying talk to Rebecca about this stuff?
Have you ever heard of Salvia divinorum?
No. What is it?
It's a hallucinogenic plant. A legal one. At least for the moment.
I've no interest in drugs, Inspector.
I'm an alcoholic.
That's the only drug I need. As trite as that may sound.
Do you know any students who may have used hallucinogens?
No. My students aren't interested in that kind of thing. Besides, no one is allowed drugs or alcohol onto the site. I don't think anyone has ever brought drugs to Atlas.
Do you have any medicines on site at all?
No, we're not allowed. Insurance purposes.
There feels like there's definitely a contradiction there somewhere, right? Like, Kate was drunk at the meeting last Friday? Does that count? I mean, she would have drunk before, but still, I'll take what I can get. And then possibly that, but probably not. No. Driver's license, unlocked bicycle, box of old bottles, broken pendant, Simon's homebrew, blah blah blah, blah 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 blah. The triple goddess. Symbol on the mask. Symbol not used on the course. Oh, I gotta get to the flyer. I'll just go straight to that.
What do you know about this?
Not much.
So you've never seen this before? You don't know anything about Third Eye?
Well, I don't remember seeing it now.
You don't recognize any of the symbols on it?
No, sorry.
Well, that feels like, because I figured that out beforehand, it feels like a very obvious, there was just arrows pointing down at that question. Doesn't recognize any of the symbols, and yet, boom shakalaka. Symbol on mask represents the triple goddess. Let's see what you have to say for yourself. Ryan. Oh, I misclicked the last one. Boom!
Aha.
Jenks Wang.
Ryan, you've just told me all about the moon symbols on the mask. Then you're claiming you don't know anything about the symbols on the flyer. It's all the same thing.
Oh, actually, yes. Sorry, yes, I do remember that.
So what did you know about Third Eye?
Oh, Not much, really. Never came into contact with them.
Oh God.
That explanation was way too short. Ryan's definitely hiding something.
He actually just finished the drink. So he's definitely going to pour himself another one. Let's just catch up on all this crap. Let's talk
What
about
can you
this
tell me about Liam?
Oh, Liam. You mean the boy who committed... Very unfortunate, isn't it?
Did you know him?
Oh, yes. Well, I say know him. I met him in the pub. Seemed very happy sort of person. Well, I say he seemed happy. You can't, can he?
Has heard about Liam's suicide, met Liam in the pub, Liam seemed happy. Sure.
If I did this, would that mean anything to you?
It's a devil sign, isn't it? Is that what you're getting at, Inspector?
This is not something you use on the course.
Of course it's not something we use on the course, Inspector. I don't even know what that could possibly mean, exactly.
Okay, it's the freedom phrase, you
Can you tell me a bit about the phrase, free to be free?
Free to be free, my favourite motto. Well, we teach our students that people, well, they suffer from excessive guilt, don't they? Excessive self-criticism, excessive doubt. Evils of excess, we call them. And we tell our students that if they rid themselves of these evils, then they're free to realise their full potential.
Who came up with all this?
I have a background in psychology.
Honestly?
Yeah, don't look so surprised, Inspector. There's an intellect lurking in here.
When did you come up with the phrase?
When we were based at the village hall. When I say we, I came up with the phrase. Dad's more the money man.
And very successful at it too, I hear.
Oh, he's successful, but he's not a creative man. Dad suffers from a lack of imagination.
Know what you're about. Okay. Ryan has background in psychology. Well, what if I just go phrases about that and that? No. I'm gonna say
That's it for the time being, thank you.
good idea. Well, I'm having fun. I might just go a bit longer. You should call the chief for an update. Sure. Okay. You guys cool if we just go a bit longer? We're gonna just feel like there's one more good contradiction here that we're gonna find. Oh, I think you're happy about that, because I just saw if we keep quiet about the time, maybe he won't notice. Let's talk to the chief.
Tell me what you know, Jenks.
I'm a bit lost for ideas at the moment, to be honest, sir.
Anything else happened?
Not really. Did I mention the student in the woods? A rather obnoxious student carving a devil sign into a tree. Turned out Atlas used the symbol. Simon Thompson explained it. It's to do with a phrase they use on the course, the 3 freedoms. Ryan said he came up with it.
The 3 what?
The 3 freedoms. It's about getting rid of your past, or something.
Sounds as daft as that stuff James Wilson was going on about. Have you found out any more about that?
No, not really.
Well, do a bit of research. Find out what you can about this cult. Who ran it, where they were based. Find out what Ryan Rand knows about it particularly.
Okay, Chief, I'll call later.
Right.
I already did most of that. There must be a contradiction somewhere. Okay. Where is it? I mean, it would be Ryan, right? It would have to be Ryan. It would be Ryan or Rebecca. Wait, Havaganda's back. Ryan or Rebecca, right? Go to the death site and use the mirror. I did that. Didn't do anything. Let's go Rebecca.
A couple more questions, if that's okay.
James is fantasist. James casts spells in the woods. Can I talk to him about that? No truth of flyer. It's in a band called Blackstone. Used to let Blackstone play in the pub. Didn't know Liam very well. What are we looking at? What are we looking at? What are we looking at? Is it Rebecca who's with Ryan, who seems to know very... Yeah, Rebecca's with Ryan. I know, it seems like she doesn't really know that much about Atlas.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
I reckon we gotta go to Ryan, right? Like, it's gotta be something that Ryan said.
Save. Save.
Save! Always saving!
Save the game.
Close the game, resume, enter the Atlas building. Okay. Go into the atrium. Try the door on the right. What's in the reading room? You shithead!
We're just starting a session, do you mind?
I'm terribly sorry. I'll leave you in peace.
I have never, ever met a police officer who has been pushed around by a teenager more than Jenks.
A few more questions, please. Thank you.
Alright. Okay. Talk to me, brain. Don't let me down. Only knows what he heard about Third Eye. Invented the phrase village hall. I know there is a village hall here somewhere. I know, I can't believe Jenks didn't mention the slaves to the chief either. Is there a magnifying glass anywhere in Atlas? Well, it says there must be a contradiction somewhere. So we're not looking for clues, we are looking for a contradiction. And met Liam in the pub. Wait, what did Rebecca know about Liam? Oh, I can't contradict over things. Over, like... no, that's nothing. Kate's argument. No interest in drugs. No student has ever bought drugs to Atlas. Doesn't allow drugs or alcohol onto Atlas's premises. Doesn't keep any medications on site. This all seems important. Village Hall and never came into contact with Third Eye. Oh, wait. Never came into oh! You're a genius. Who was that?
According to the flyer, this
Darium.
Third Eye group was based at the Village Hall, is that right?
Was it?
And that's where you were based, wasn't it? Yeah, you said you invented the Atlas phrase free to be free while you were based at the Village Hall.
So I did.
So you must have come into contact with Third Eye at some point. You were using the same hall.
Well, I'm afraid I haven't been entirely honest with you, Inspector.
Go on.
You see...
I am a Third Eye.
Third Eye is, or was, Atlas under a different name. Sorry.
Atlas is Third Eye.
In
Holy
the
shit!
improved form, yes.
And you ran Third Eye?
With Dad, yes.
So you must have known Liam. You didn't just meet him, did you?
Yes, I knew him, Inspector, but don't get your hopes up. All of this has been thoroughly investigated and cleared up.
You've been investigated about his death?
They dropped the case. We didn't have anything to do with it. Well, when I say drop the case, I mean a police investigation is one thing, but what the public thinks is another. They threatened to go public, and then James bloody Wilson started distributing his flyers, and that was it. No choice. It's an end to it.
You had to change the name.
We'd already paid the family an out-of-court settlement. Thought that was an end. But then James, his cronies, they wouldn't leave it alone. So we had to close down. Buy a new place. Rebrand. So eventually, we reopened here.
As Atlas.
As Atlas.
And it worked.
Up till now, yes.
So you knew James Wilson too?
We knew James, but he didn't know us as such. Oh, he was very quick to shoot us down, but he didn't do anything like actually coming to the course to see what he was about.
So James wouldn't know that you were now running Atlas?
Not unless he came to one of our courses.
And how much of all that stuff was true? ECT machines, brainwashing.
I'm afraid that exists only exclusively in the mind of Mr. Wilson. All we do is make better business people. We challenge their prejudices and presumptions. Why don't you come along and see for yourself? The course starts in 15 minutes.
Yes. Yes.
Excuse me, Inspector.
Absolutely.
Hello. I can't come back now. Well, you have my car at the moment. All right. All right. See you later. That was Dad. I have to go back. You can come and meet him if you like.
Well, I might come and have a chat.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Okay. Oh, good stuff. Oh, it feels good. It feels good.
To be honest, Dad's a great businessman, but he lacks imagination. He does, however, believe in the power of the individual when taught by the right teacher, of course. Ryan! In here. Just coming. He's through here.
To whom do I owe the pleasure?
Oh, well.
Detective Inspector Jenks.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
investigating
I've
a death
turned
in the
this
village.
off.
I believe you knew Kate Vine.
Oh, I thought all this was dealt with, Inspector. You do know that Kate Vine was a gherkin short of a big mad. You do now.
Father.
You must forgive my son, Inspector. He still can't summon up the courage to come straight to the point. So what do you want to know?
Well, a few more questions if you don't mind.
But I do mind. I'm a very busy man.
You don't
Try
mind.
asking an intelligent question, like, do I mind being quizzed about a once promising student who turned into a useless drunk? Ryan, would you mind leaving us for a while?
I'll go back to the centre. I have one or two things to prepare. Call me if you need me, Dad.
No wonder you drink so much. Your dad's a dick.
You may begin, Mr. Holmes, although I'm not going to be able to help you. I don't have much to do with the course nowadays, so I can't give you any hard information.
That's as maybe, but we
No, that's
need...
as is.
Oh, shit!
But if you want my opinion, I'd be quite happy to give it to you. So, fire away.
Okay, thank you.
Well, Paul certainly doesn't take any prisoners. It's obvious who's pulling the strings in this family, and I wonder what they got up to in their previous guise as Third Eye. 8 o'clock already.
Paul, I have a lot of questions for you. I love how he speaks. Every line is like he's delivering a Shakespearean monologue. Every word is like that.
How well did you know Kate?
Hardly knew it at all. Met her a few times. But the course, that's about all.
So when was the last time you saw her?
Last Friday. I just popped out to the course and about 7.
Did you speak to her then?
It's possible.
And how did she seem? Was she happy, sad, preoccupied?
She was drunk.
He is not happy. Possibly spoke to her. Oh, I hate this license question.
Do
No
you know
one
if
knows.
Kate had lost this? It's her driving license.
How would I know that?
You didn't see it lying around anywhere?
No.
Oh, Jenks, you are getting the crap out acted at you. You are you are
Did
way
you
out
know
of your
anything
territory.
about Simon Thompson's bike?
No.
These are my kind of answers. Straight to the point. No. No.
Ever tried Simon's homebrew? Simon Thompson?
No, I haven't. I wouldn't touch anything that has had Simon's fingers in it.
So he obviously hasn't touched Emma. Sam, give me high five! All right! Ah, what a burn! Now, here's my question. Did you only just hear me say that in your headphones after you gave the five?
You were yelling here, and then you were standing there.
Okay.
Have you seen this before?
Looks familiar. Where did you find it?
It was, in the woods.
Presumably had something to do with Kate or a killer.
Well, that's what I'm trying to establish.
Shouldn't it be in an evidence bag, Inspector, in case
Yes,
of
it should.
contamination?
It should
Didn't
be.
have one with me, unfortunately.
Absolutely, it should be.
Don't go testing it for DNA, will you? It's got yours all over it.
Oh god. I'm gonna be framed for murder. Simon's homebrew. Doesn't know about that. Wait. Broken pendant, right. Freedom necklace card, done.
What do you know about this?
It's a freedom necklace. It's a symbol we use sometimes on the course. Little bird in cage flying away. Freeing themselves from their past is the analogy.
So do they get them when they join the course or something?
No, not as a rule. I think I bought one once as a present.
Oh, not for Kate, by any chance?
No, not for Kate. I can't really remember who it was for. A birthday present, maybe for one of the students.
Which student?
I've no idea.
I cannot wait until I find a contradiction with this guy. I cannot wait. Broken pub window. You don't care about that. Cardboard mask.
What do you know about this?
Lie to me.
Looks like a mask.
You don't recognize it?
Not particularly. Looks like a monarch mask.
What's a monarch mask?
Monarch is fancy dress outfitters. Ryan goes there sometimes.
Oh, well, there's number one.
Could you tell me a bit about this?
Had it designed by an agency.
And when was that?
Last year.
Is that when you started the business?
Yes, I suppose so.
Oh, contradiction number 2. Black scrying mirror.
Have you ever seen one of these before?
I believe it's a scrying mirror, pagan thing.
Ever used one?
Why would I use a scrying mirror?
Because you like
So
to say
you have no
scrying
interest at all
mirror.
in this sort of thing?
No,
Does the Atlas course use them at all?
not at all. Strange question.
Knight of Taurus, I completely agree. It's like, so did everyone just forget about Kate? Because it's like, screw Kate, we have a cult. Kate's argument.
What did you hear about an argument in the pub last Friday?
I didn't go to the pub last Friday.
You didn't hear anything about an argument in the pub?
Should I have?
No, that's fine.
No, I would break if I was talking to this guy.
Know what this is, by any chance?
I've no idea. Gardening isn't my kind of thing. Rebecca would probably know. I presume you've met Rebecca.
Yes,
I'm sure she'd enjoy telling you what it is. She's the kind of woman who likes to feel superior. Would probably marry a millionaire and then decide to run her own pub.
Yes, why was that?
Oh.
Well, she isn't exactly housewife material. She likes to be in control, like Wyatt. Shame, isn't it, that I'm in control of both of them?
What?
Have you ever heard of Salvia divinorum, or magic mint?
Sounds like it might be a drug.
It's a hallucinogenic plant. Legal, as a matter of fact.
I'm not a drug taker, Inspector. I have no enthusiasm for voluntarily poisoning your brain.
Wow.
And you've never seen anyone on the course taking it?
Well, if someone had, they wouldn't have done it openly. We don't allow drugs or alcohol in our course. We like to tell the students that success is the best drug. Whether you buy into that, of course, is another matter.
Whether you buy our crap. Okay, we're nearly there. Liam's death.
How well did you know Liam?
Liam who?
Liam, who took his life.
Oh. Well, as far as I remember, he was a good student, confident, outgoing.
You didn't notice any problems?
I believe he had problems at home.
Were you there when he died?
Yeah.
And afterwards? You didn't see him after the meeting?
No.
What was Liam like that night?
No. Apart from being drunk, or possibly because of that, he seemed perfectly happy.
He was drunk?
Well, I assume the bottle in his hand contained whiskey and not lemonade.
Lots of similarities to Kate, don't you think? Drinking, depression, is that normal for the students?
People come into the Atlas course for quick solutions to their problems. And when they don't get them as quickly as they might have liked, sometimes their impatience gets the better of them.
I like Maiden Muse's line, I really want Liam's surname to be Who, because that is what you hear every time he says Liam. Cannot wait for you to give the devil sign to this guy.
If I did this, would it mean anything to you?
I presume you've seen an Atlas student doing that.
Ah, so this is an Atlas thing.
Well, it wasn't exactly our idea. The students started doing it spontaneously to show commitment to the cause. Cute, really. Which student did you see doing that?
I'm not sure, but he was carving it into a tree. I told him to stop.
Did you really? Why?
Defacing public property.
Oh my god.
That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. What's the punishment for that kind of thing nowadays? Prison sentence?
Oh, it's usually a fine.
All right. What about defiling public liberty? Does that carry a fine too?
Oddly enough, the student in question argued a similar point. Is that something you encourage on the Atlas course?
We encourage people who put ideas first and moral anachronisms second. The problem with the law, Inspector, is that it's out of date.
Well, I suppose that's a matter of opinion. However, you still respect it.
Respect it. I abide by it. We all play by the book, Inspector, but that's only because of the threat of possible incarceration.
Oh! I love how it's like he started reading his lines, and then every line he read, he realized, like, oh, this is just total campy fun. He's getting hammier and hammier with every single line reading. Okay, we're nearly there.
Can you tell
What am I
me
catching
a
him
little
about? The fact that his
Atlas
company
phrase, free
exists
to
and he
be
knows
free?
the symbol.
Where did you hear that?
I was talking to one of your students.
It's a little phrase we conjured up to summarize our objectives.
What is your objective, if you don't mind me asking?
Mine, or do you mean the course's objective?
On the course.
The objective of the course is to free people from bondage.
And their
We
lives.
teach that most people are crippled by their past, by guilt, their attitudes, their beliefs, all that kind of nonsense.
Guilt cripples people.
Feeling guilty in business is like a meat eater feeling guilty in an abattoir. Guilt comes from the archaic emotional centers of the brain. It's a vestige of our animal ancestry, that's all. In business, you heed it at your peril.
Whoa.
I'm sorry, Inspector. My
No.
house appears to be haunted.
What?
Would you mind closing the door?
What? Don't turn your back to him.
So, you believe
What
that
was that?
guilt has no place in business?
What
Not
was
at
that?
all. I have few beliefs, Inspector, but that's one of them.
And what if you have done something wrong?
Well, that's the whole point. Guilt has nothing to do with it.
Interesting opinion.
And okay. Lots of guilt stuff here. Constantly.
What do you know about this?
So you've been graced with Goebbels' company already, have you? James, our local minister for propaganda. I suppose Ryan already told you about our actual previous incarnation.
He explained, yes.
Did he tell you anything scandalous?
Not unless you count the suicide.
Well, these things happen.
Was it your idea?
The suicide?
Third eye.
Yeah, I suppose it was. As my son had started to atrophy, I decided I ought to give him something to do.
And third eye was the same as Atlas, teaching business skills.
Very similar.
So Liam's death didn't prompt you to make any changes?
There was nothing we could do about Liam's death, Inspector, any more than we could do anything about Kate's. It was out of our control.
You can't blame me for wondering, Paul. 2 student deaths in 2 years.
It's called a coincidence, Inspector. I expect they ate fast food also. But you're not investigating all the local chippies, are you?
I am, actually. Okay. Okay. Well, you seem to have... Hasn't seen The Mask before. No. Reluctantly abides by the law. Atlas encourages ideas of morality. Liam's death. It says Liam was bright, confident, and outgoing. Was at Atlas the night Liam died. Didn't see Liam after the course. Liam had been drinking. Knew he had personal problems. Pressure. Doesn't allow drugs on the side. And Liam drinking? All night at the seminar. Boom.
Aha.
Oh, I'm gonna contradict the shit out of you guys.
So if you don't allow
Sam.
drink or drugs onto the site, why did you allow Liam to drink whiskey all night?
Well, we did give him...
He just fakes a heart attack.
Did try to stop him, but didn't work.
But you let him stay on the course?
Yeah, well, we couldn't throw him out. This isn't a primary school, Inspector. We're not the police. We can't enforce these rules. If they pay their fees, they're entitled to stay on the course.
And what if they want to take drugs?
As long as they do it with discretion, frankly, I don't care if they want to wipe or inject paint stripper all over their faces.
What?
Do you store any alcohol at Atlas?
No.
Is there a kitchen?
Why, do you want to go down there and check?
Well, obviously you wouldn't mind if what you're saying is true.
Of course I wouldn't mind. It's past the lavatories down the corridor, but you won't find any drugs in there or alcohol.
Whether I find alcohol at Atlas or not, it probably isn't particularly relevant. But it's worth a look anyway.
That's what I was thinking. It doesn't really matter. It's not illegal to have alcohol, but... Woof! Okay, save
that's
it.
all for the moment. Thank you.
And as someone suggested, completely rightfully so...
I get the feeling I might be seeing a lot of Paul tonight.
Wait, where the hell am I? Wasn't I just in Atlas? Someone suggested go use the scrying mirror in the house. Wait, but go down behind. Where am I? Brandon House. Dun. Rand M. You went to Paul's house. You went home with creepy flirty Ryan. But it looks like I can't use it in his house because as soon as you get to the front door, it starts the cutscene. So you can't actually... There's alcohol stored in the Atlas kitchen. Yes. Okay. I am going to go look at the Atlas kitchen and then I'm going to have to call it there. Would you guys like to continue seeing more of this on Thursday or would you like a different game? I think I know the answer to this question, but I just want to double check.
So the kitchen must be down the corridor there if what Paul said is true.
Go over to the TV. This is a pretty crap kitchen for people who you're supposed to be following their advice on how to build a successful business. That is an old ass oven. And that is not HD. Try a DVD from the pile. Sure. Is it a DVD of you murdering someone? Yes, we want more, I assume is what all these yeses are for. Except Sith Cat, who says Card Hunter. I have played Card Hunter before, but this seems like it's more, you know, interactive. But how fun is Card Hunter, Sith Cat? Honestly. Hey, he's standing in front of an empty room with sound effects. He thinks he's Hitler.
Freedom, true freedom, means freedom from many vices that society had traditionally believed to be virtues. Self-criticism, self-doubt, guilt. Ladies and gentlemen, these are not virtues. These are sins. Born of a fake morality implanted deep within our minds and collective consciousness by governments and religions through the ages, with the sole purpose of preventing the masses, stopping us,
oh my God,
from achieving the same success, happiness, and freedom enjoyed by those at the very pinnacle of society. I'm going to show you that common morality is nothing more than the cynical creation of an elite desperate to stay in power. An elite hell-bent on preventing you from reaching your full potential by making you feel guilty for pursuing success. But the good news is that you can take back control. You can become the success you deserve to be. Atlas will give you a unique and powerful advantage. Life in all its technicolor glory can be yours.
Is the creepy music in the DVD?
All that you have to do is to stay, embrace it, enjoy it, and learn to love your ambition. Welcome to Atlas.
I am in. Train me, Adolf. Oh, it's a creepy DVD coming out right now. Okay. Alright, we're gonna leave it there, just sitting on, during a murder investigation, the DVD logo. How fun is this game? Okay, so I'm just gonna double check this poll, which has been floating around, to see it's 48 votes for yes. So I think we will continue Contradiction on Thursday. I wonder if we'll be able to finish it. Maybe, maybe not. I love where this game's gone. It was a car. I think, did she drive a car into the lake or she just drowned in the lake? One of the two. And now it's there are slaves. I bet if you turned the camera around there and looked at the audience that we were speaking to, it would just be a bunch of people shackled up. They're running a slave ring. There's ghosts. There's like drugs. Only 6 people live in this entire village, and every single one of them appears to be a filthy criminal. This is so much fun. Thank you very much. Thank you, Maiden Muse. Nick clapping is one of the creepiest things from today's stream. Everyone, thank you for hanging out. Save the game, indeed. Indeed, Muki Waffles. Save that game. How awesome is this? How far through are we, actually? 37% through. Oh, wow. Really gotta speed this thing up. I mean, I could continue it next week if we still were really, really enjoying it. But I love these kinds of games because it also involves being able to get you guys to help with me, and that's heaps and heaps of fun. Thank you very much, everyone, for hanging out. Today's episode of Pocket should be up by now, I think.
It is up.
It is up. Thank you very much, Sam. Sam was responsible for that, so that's all Sam's good work. What else do I need to say? Tomorrow we'll be looking at something. I'm not sure what yet. I was thinking that Dragon Cancer, except I'm not sure how well that will play in a bit. Like, I don't know if I want to be reacting to that game in a way that is like oh, here, this will make a good cut down video because, like, that's not really the kind of game where I feel particularly comfortable commentating while I'm talking, but maybe not. We'll see how it goes. But anyway, thank you for watching. Good Game, ABC, Facebook, go like the Good Game Facebook page. Go join the Pocketeers Facebook group. It is a very fun place that is growing immensely, but I'm fairly certain that everybody here would either belong to the Pocketeers Facebook group or the Steam Facebook group. But that is about it. Good Game TV, talk about the shirts again. What do you mean talk about the shirts again? I don't know what you mean by talk about the shirts again. Yeah, anyway. That's it. We also want to get more shirts printed, if that's what I meant by talk about the shirts again. That's it. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. Sam, say goodbye.
Bye.
Sam said bye. Sam said bye, everyone. I'm saying bye, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow for Pocket in the morning, and we'll see you again on Thursday for the next installation of Contradiction. Till then, NichBoy out.
Cool. Bye.